Around Atlanta in the southeast, you can find some of the work done by street folk artist BlackCatTips. We got to print some shirts for his latest show, so I thought it'd be a good idea to catch up with him, ask him about his creative process, and maybe get a sneak peek into his studio. But who knows?
Hello, Ian. I'm in traffic going to pick up my little boy from his school. I'm supposed to be packing to go on my trip tomorrow.
Russia and Ukraine. It's this very ugly aspect of this
I've been so stressed out, but I'm sure we could work a time in. You could come talk to me, and I'll give you some good sound bites. Oh, I got one baby bird that ended up, I guess he's a rooster, but he's not very old, but he's working on his holler, his crow, but I hear him out here. I guess I won't be able to keep him. I have to find him a home. Maybe he can live at the danger press in the back. That's his mom right there, the white one. Now he's bigger than his mom. He was born in the summer. I had to get rid of all the roosters, but he showed up. I guess I'll keep him till he starts making trouble. Some of them are real friendly. Others will try to get tough with people. I had one that tried to give my wife the evil eye and chase her around the yard, so we had to get rid of him. Eggs, I'll show you the difference in the big egg and the little egg. Here's like a big egg, and then here's one of the tiny ones. That one's got some stuff on it anyway. It's pretty neat. They both look the same inside though. Send some eggs with you. And then look, I got, I think she wants to lay it. There you go. Oh, well, she's sitting in the bucket. Okay, there she goes. She's a stunt bird. That's all my chicken chores. I'll put these here for later. If I didn't, the children will run off with them. These were my loofas, but it's almost fall time. They grew all the way to the top, and then they got so heavy they collapsed, and now they've grown back up. But here's a loofah. And if you dry it out and then peel it, and then you can use it for sponges inside. Or you could trick somebody and tell them it's a cucumber. My tin roof blew off in the windstorm the other day, so we got to fix that. Now here's a dried loofah. They dry like this, and then you can peel it off, and then inside it's like a sponge, you see, which you could use to wash dishes or scrub a dog. There you go. Now I'll water my plants and show you a few. These are my orchids, and I'll have to bring them in soon. They need lots of humidity. I got a couple blooming now though. Some of them will bloom in a few days, that's it. So here's one blooming that's new. This one's real pretty. Tiny little bloom on it. And then that one over there blooms pretty regularly, but it's got a couple. But these like, see this shoot here? It's growing that, but it'll bloom about Christmas time. Have some, I think this one's white flowers on the end of it. I love growing the plants. But soon I'll have to crowd them inside, and I have a mist machine to keep the humidity up. I've had this orchid. There's another seed pod or two. I've had this one of the first ones I got. Somebody at Orchid Club just gave me a little bit of one, and it's been in this pot. Oh wow, I guess almost 10 years. I've had it in that same pot. It's one I think anybody could grow about any way. Doesn't seem to to mind whatever you do to it. One other thing that's neat about it is they all grow like what's called a inflorescence. That's just the long stem where the flowers are. And this one doesn't seem to have one, but then look, see how the light shines through there? And you can see it in there. Mm-hmm. It's almost like it protects it in a sleeve. See, like right there, look how, so it has the leaves, and then this one is just a wide ribbon that kind of covers the bloom spike. So anyway, I really like them. I just had to learn ones that like me, so I think that's the trick. Some of them don't like you or the way you water them or the way you like to do, so you just got to find the ones that are a good match, I think. Okay, well, I can show you the painting room now if you like. Although I could just come straight to the studio and try to work. I could do that, but yeah, I like to do my stuff, water my plants, talk to the animals. That helps me. Normally I just I piddle, as some people might say, but I got all these things to do. I guess it gets my energy flowing around. Different lights. I'm gonna pick all these up here in a minute. I got this light, and you can inquire. I've almost got it back to where I wanted it. I needed to clean my desk, but that didn't happen yet. Yeah, you can peruse and ask. All the walls were covered with all my art that I took to my show, and most of it's still there. I've got a few things here I didn't take. I started cutting out some Georgia shapes, so I started priming the back of those the other day. That's what this is. And I got my tires changed because one tire developed a big hole in the side of it. So I told him I wanted to keep them and paint them. I was going to paint this one for Mr. Ed, but I haven't got it complete yet. I had Ed another one, but I ended up redoing it and taking it to my show. And I think somebody bought it, which makes me laugh a lot for him. These are street poems waiting to happen. I made a bunch for my traveling show too. I did a bunch a year ago when I went to North Carolina where I did my show, and I even got in the newspaper up there. I had a reporter wanted to ask me. I asked her, was she going to try to put me in jail? But they're all gone now, and you never know who took them or why. They wanted them on their house, or somebody ran into the pole. Or
they take them?
Yeah, they're gone. All of them were gone up there at different times. Sometimes, who knows, one might fall off, or maybe a work crew worked on that pole, or maybe there's like a local neighbor that had it out for them, or maybe they wanted them. I guess it just never really know. Others will stay for years and years and years. So there's some in Atlanta that have been there, but then others, they go away real quick. But I had made some fancy ones for my show, which are a little bit more elaborate than the ones that I would just put up on the corner. I always tell people I like it when the one word will fall off, because it creates a new saying all of a sudden that nobody planned. And this is some paper I took. I actually took it up there to a class I did. I thought we were going to make something out of it, but we didn't. So I'll have to make something now. I try not to keep too much stuff, but these are too good to pass up on. Thick too. They got little words in them, and like this one has that little man I saw down here, and notes, and I had made letters for a video I did, but I drew them on here and then took pictures of them, but that was just parts and pieces. It said clippers and shivers and fingernail tails. funny scrapbook without meaning to. Mentally, I had to take a break because it was just time to do so, and I was working as much as I could to get ready because I did a show on a stage, a performance, and I did the art show itself and some classes. I went to school, so I haven't taken a real vacation yet, but I guess you have to recharge. And I want to make stuff all the time, but I think after a bit you might start to suffer as far as what you make or the quality of it if you don't kind of take a break. Yeah, it seems like a good transitional time of the year anyway, because about the time I came back, this nice cool air blew in. I don't want to take it too serious. I'm just painting funny things, happy things, very simple things. But I like the fact that it's not serious, and it doesn't have to be. It can be just funny or strange or just simple. I heard a guy once say that art can be simple. Simple art is good, and I related to that. I feel like kind of like with those orchids, you have to do what you can do. So if you make something a certain way and that's what comes out of you naturally, then that's what you should do. This is what I make and what comes out of me naturally, so I feel like that's what I have to do. That's what's going to work for me. The other day I had shorts on, and I said I had a hairy bird leg, so I came out here and did this. But they move all around. You could have you could even make I just saw, a Larry bird. Well, let's see, and the children move them around. Okay, you gonna do it? Put them, Zary bird. There we go. Children, help you. Huh? You gonna help?
Why do you make it?
There, maybe that's what. Zary Lurdbag. There we go. There's my life. Zary blurred, see? Zary blurred. Maybe that's just it. Maybe I take the rest off and we'll just see. There's the accident. Zary blurred. Leave it up there like that, Teddy. We'll confuse some people riding down the road. I like Zary blurred. I think I'll write that down. Maybe we'll make a shirt out of that. Zary blurred shirt.